I don't think we truly understand what Russell Wilson and the Pittsburgh Steelers are doing. It's becoming unbelievable. I mean, this dude goes from Denver where he's trying to get run out of the NFL, and now he's over here in Pittsburgh making plays happen. Look at this one as he drops back in the pocket. He's going to go through a full field read. He's going to feel a little bit of pressure. He's going to step up in the pocket, and he's going to throw a sidearm dart to Pat Freiermuth. Now, let's go back and let's see what happens on this play specifically. So, what we're going to see by Pat Freiermuth, he's going to come up and stop right over the middle of the field. Now, he wants to be in the vision of this linebacker, so once he sees him stop and Russ steps up in the pocket, the linebacker is going to fully commit to Pat, and right when the linebacker starts to move, he goes up that seam, right? This is beautifully run by both Pat Freiermuth and Russell Wilson. So again, looks left, moves these linebackers to that right side, kind of opening up that middle of the field. Once you see this mid-read linebacker kind of open up his hips in this direction, that means this whole middle of the field is going to be wide open if we can beat this zone coverage right here, right? So again, Russ is going to step up in the pocket, create just a little momentum for him to get outside. Now you got a guy coming up in front of you, pause right, and then sidearm, great throw, wide open, and there's Pat Freiermuth who ends up walking into the end zone for a touchdown. The Steelers are now 9-3 on the year, and Russell Wilson looks like he is back being that prime Russell Wilson, and it is so fun to see, man. You going from last year with Kenny Pickett and you know, some of those other guys, Mason Rudolph and whatnot, it wasn't fun. But this team, with the defense being the way they are and the offense playing the way they're starting to play consistently, man, this is a true contender in the NFL. Now, before we dive any further into the video, because we're going to be breaking down a ton of plays, do me a big time favor, guys. Hit the like button. If we get over 600 likes on this video, we will be breaking down a part 2 tomorrow with the all 22 coaches film. So if you guys want the part 2, hit the like button and comment down below who has impressed you the most about this Pittsburgh Steelers team. And let's get right into the video. Now, we can sit here all day long and talk about how Russell Wilson and the offense are starting to get better. But one of the most overlooked, or underlooked, I guess I should say, underlooked things in the NFL about the Pittsburgh Steelers team is the depth and the talent that they have on this defense. It is unbelievable with Nick Herbig and Alex Highsmith and TJ Watt and Cam Hayward and Peyton Wilson. I mean, this team is loaded. Look at this play here by Cam Hayward. Now, sometimes you're taught as a defensive lineman to not overcommit on your pass rush, just in case a quarterback like Joe Burrow, when you rush for an open lane, is going to, you know, pull open, right? So you're taught sometimes to not overcommit when you're rushing, just because Joe Burrow's one that he'll take off, right? So they rush 4, which again, whenever you rush 4, lane could open up. Realistically, right here is where they want it. And Cam Hayward's gonna stay put. He's gonna read the quarterback's eyes, and he's gonna get his hand up, right? Boom. Gets the deflection. Now look at this. Being able to take advantage of mistakes as T. Higgins tries to make that effort to go up and get it. Would have been incompletion, but tipped up in the air. And there's Dante Jackson. Man, what a pickup he has been for them on the outside boundary. You know, guarding some bigger wide receivers. And man, a perfect fit for this division specifically. He has been everywhere. But big shout out to Cam Hayward on this play. Getting up there, tipping the ball, and creating an interception for his teammate. One of my favorite plays of the day, just because this defense needed it. This Steelers team only up by 10, but 14 minutes left to go in the ball game. They needed that interception more than anything, and that kind of demoralized the entire run that the Bengals were trying to go on. Love it. All right, here's another phenomenal play here by the Steelers. First thing we noticed, they're going to overload that left side of the offensive line with these 2 linebackers over the middle. Now, what that does is force them to bring in a tight end, right? Now, his job specifically is to fill that B gap, fill that A gap, make sure that these guys don't just go unblocked. So they do that. They're also going to slide the offensive line to the right side, where they're going to chip the tight end on TJ Watt. That's just what you're going to do, right? So basically, they're going to leave one-on-one to the outside Nick Herbig. Now, listen, a lot of teams, they know Nick Herbig's a really good player, but they don't think that he's that good of a player, that he demands a hedge. He doesn't demand double team. He doesn't deserve a chip, right? When in reality, I think he's starting to become that way. Look at this play here by Nick Herbig off the edge. He's going to explode to the outside. he is going to lower his center of gravity, right? Dip that shoulder underneath the left tackle's arm, right? And then explode off the edge, force a fumble on the backside. And then look at Peyton Wilson. Comes out of nowhere, scoops it up, and then he's got an entourage in front of him to walk into the end zone for a touchdown. This is what I'm talking about. This is Pittsburgh Steeler football right here, man. The defense is amazing. The offense is starting to really become consistent, and you cannot double team TJ Watt every single play because you're leaving one-on-ones everywhere else. And when you do, you're going to get sacked so many times. And I love this Pittsburgh Steelers team, man. I can't say enough good things about them. They're so fun to watch, and they're going to continue to be the team I want to watch every single Sunday. Now, before we get any further into this video, do me a big time favor, guys. Hit the like button, because if you want the part 2 with the all 22 coaches film, I'll drop it. Over 600 likes, we got you guys covered. But more importantly, subscribe to the channel if you're new. It is free. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe, and we will be covering the Steelers throughout the entirety of the season, which means offense, defense, individual player breakdown for almost every single game. Join the family. Let's get right back into the video, man. Let's go. Alright, once again, are we surprised? Another big-time defensive play, this time by TJ Watt. How long were we going to go without talking about TJ Watt? Well, not too long, right? So now we're going to get a slide here to the left with a pulling guard to the right. Now, the scheme here is to fake a handoff this way, and then get the tight end to be a one-on-one with TJ Watt, which is very risky, but then have this pulling left guard to get over there and make a play, right? Get in front, that way they can't get TJ Watt, just that initial 1v1 that the Steelers would love, right? So again, fake handoff here. The pulling guard is going to go take care of TJ Watt, or at least he thinks he's going to take care of it. Now, watch TJ Watt. Right, so a lot of guys here will just overcommit getting to the outside, and quarterbacks like Joe Burrow, so smart back in that pocket, they'll decide to step up. But TJ Watt, he's going to keep his eyes on Joe Burrow the entirety of the time. He's going to overcommit to the outside just slightly and then rip back inside. The pure strength that you need to have right here to throw this guard behind you and then go make a play on Joe Burrow, forcing another fumble. Man, dude. And then look who's there. Look who's there for almost another pickup of the fumble. Peyton Wilson. This dude's everywhere for them. Man, you gotta sit here and absolutely love this team. So again, it doesn't look like they double team anyone besides the interior nose tackle. You can't make that up, man. You can't make that up. TJ Watt, different beast, man. Different beast. Preston Smith, new Pittsburgh Steeler as well. Watch out for him. He's a dog. Alright, last player breakdown. I'll do it pretty quickly. I do want to save the majority of the film for the all 22 coaches film. So we're going to get what seems to be like a deep cross over the middle, and then just a go ball up the seam. Now again, it's so much better with the all 22 coaches film, so I do apologize for that. But the main thing we want to read here are these two deep safeties post snap. So once we drop back in the pocket, we can't look at them, but Russell Wilson, just know, is looking right at them. He's going to get one to bite up here on Pat Freiermuth because he's looking at Pat Freiermuth, but in his head, he's really thinking, okay, if I can get this safety to bite up, overcommit to guarding that middle of the field of Pat Freiermuth, I'm going to hit him down the field. That's exactly what he does. It's just beautiful, man. It's just beautiful. I love it. Let's go, Russ. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to break down the all 22 coach film. Now, with that being said, I am going to end the video here, guys. Do me a big time favor. Hit the like button if you want the part 2. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. It's free. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe. And we will be covering the Steelers throughout the entirety of the season. So make sure you guys join the family. With that being said, see you guys soon. Peace.